feet, lifting all the toes off the mat, watching how the arches of the feet are active, lifting up. Lift the shoulders, roll them back, and allow the palms to face forward. This is an exaggerated posture. This is Tadasana, the mountain posture. Let the hands drop a little bit. In and out. Good. 3 or 4 postures. So, in your own time, turn to any one side. You have the short edge of the mat in front of you, short edge of the mat behind you. Your feet are still hip width apart. And we start with the 2 levels of the Utkatasana, sitting on the imaginary chair. So walk the feet to mat width apart. Outer edges of my feet are parallel to the mat, outer edges of the mat. Arms stretch forward, palms facing in, shoulder blades moving away from each other. As you breathe out, push your bum towards the wall behind you. Tuck your chin in, look at your toes. Now, if the knees are moving towards the toes, push them back over the heels. Now, sit on an imaginary chair. You need to bend at the tops of your knees. Push the bum away. Make sure the knees are over the heels. You may even be coming off all your toes. Arches are active. Look up between the palms. Drop the bum another millimeter or so. Push the knees back. Stretch the hands forward. One more. Drop the bum down. Push the knees back. Stretch the hands forward. And slowly come back up. Walk the feet till they're hip width apart. Hands by the side, shoulders roll back, palms facing forward, and you're aware that arches of your feet are lifting. Second level of that one. Perfectly okay to switch to level 1 by taking your feet towards the edges of the mat and repeating what we just did. If you want to take it further, let the hands go up, palms facing in, shoulders are coming close to the ear. Next time you breathe out, you start to push your bum towards the wall behind you. Tuck your chin in, look at your toes. Already the balance is allowing you to lift your toes off the mat. Balls of the feet are in contact with the mat. It's a high chair this time. Drop the bum down as you bend a little bit at the tops of your knees. Push the knees back over the heels. And then focus. Next time you breathe out, lift the hands up and look up through the eyebrows. Drop the bum down, push the knees back, lift them hands up that little bit more, and let go. Turning to any one side with the long edge of the mat in front of you. Don't hesitate to take water breaks. Work from posture to posture. So once again, feet are hip width apart, hands are on the hips. Good. Just walk the legs as far wide as you can. Elbows and shoulder blades coming towards each other. So this is wide legs, forward bend. Parsarita Padottasana. You're looking at your feet. Let the toes come towards each other by a good inch. So you're really pigeon-toed and you know your arches are active. Next time you breathe out, you start to rotate forward. Stick that chin forward so the spine stays as straight as possible. Halfway, you tuck your chin in. Crown of the head is facing towards the mat. Glance to the left and right arches of the feet, acknowledge them. And that's what we want, is working arches. Wherever you are,
Drop your hands towards the mat. If you're not reaching the mat, place your palms onto your shins. But if you're on the mat, fingers may be in pyramids, as in my case. Palms are in line with the feet. Drop the crown of the head another millimeter or so, and you know the entire posterior chain of muscles are working, stretching. Move the right palm to be directly underneath the nose. And the left hand, add a twist. So lift the left hand up towards the ceiling and follow the left thumb. Bring the left hand back down. Replace the right with the left and let the right hand lift up. Turn, look up towards the right thumb. And come back down, both the palms, fingers in pyramids on the mat. At any stage this is enough, you release and come back up into a standing posture. But if you're okay with it, reach out, grab hold of the big toes, index fingers and the thumbs wrapped around the big toes. As you bend a little bit at the elbows, crown of the head gets closer to the mat. Eyes are closed. Backs of the legs really now starting to speak. Look at the mat. Plant your palms onto your shins. Bring the spine as parallel to the ceiling as possible. Push the bum away, push the knees away. Then the hands go onto your thighs. Press and start to lift the torso up. Come up. Heels come towards each other by a good couple of inches. So you can see they're almost, toes are pointing away. Stay with that one. You might need to adjust your feet, the distance between the feet, but see how it goes. Hands are on the thighs. You start to go into a squat posture. If you can, you join up the palms. Let the insides of the thighs be pressed against the elbows, and you slowly drop down. So move the feet. I have to move my feet a little bit closer to get the posture. Spine upright, looking straight ahead. Breathe. Stretch the hands out in front of you. On the next exhalation, nice and slow, come up into a standing posture. Hands forward, hands go up towards the ceiling, and drop them to the side. Bring the feet towards each other. You're back into Tadasana. In and out. Warrior Two and an extended triangle. These are wonderful for morning postures. Really wakes up not just the entire body and mind, but really works. I love the way it works every joint in the body. So the neck, the shoulders, the elbows, the knees, the hips. So Warrior Two, legs go wide, hands are on the hips. Going to your right, so bring your left foot in, good 20, 30 degrees. Swivel out the right foot. Begin to bend at the right knee. And that visual check, you know your right knee is over your right heel. If need be, walk the foot forward. Back leg is strong. Stretch the right hand out in line with the right shoulder. Then turn your head slowly. You're going to look over your left shoulder. Go as far around as you can. Then extend the left arm out. Open the fingers wide. Remember, joints in the fingers.
Slowly come back to the middle finger of the right hand. As you breathe out, drop the hips a little bit. So knees, ankles, hip joints, and the spine working. Your left palm drops onto the outside of the left thigh and your right palm is pushing up towards the ceiling. Look up if the balance is there, otherwise look straight ahead. Come back to warrior two, arms in line with the shoulders. Your left hand goes behind your back, palm facing away. Stretch over the right knee, bend at the elbow, place the lower arm just above the knee. On the next exhalation, you begin to twist. The entire spine is on the move. As you rotate and look over your left shoulder towards the ceiling, release the hand from behind your back, palm facing forward, and bring that left arm to 45 degrees. Breathe, belly is moving. Take it a little bit further. Lift the elbow off the knee, place the palm on the outside of your right calf, and begin to guide the right knees without leaning forward. Some of you will get your right palm onto the mat. It's an amazing stretch. The left hand behind your back. Turn and look at your right foot. Straighten out the right leg, coming up. Toes pointing forward, hands on the hips. Elbows and shoulder blades towards each other. Belly moving, be conscious of that. We're using the lower parts of the lungs. Do the other side. Your right foot comes in 25, 30 degrees, left foot swivels out. You begin to bend at the left knee, then a visual check, left knee over the left heel. I know I keep on going about that. It's really protecting the knees. That's what I would like. Torso comes upright, left hand stretches out in line with the shoulder. Then turn your head. Slowly, you look over the right shoulder and then extend the right arm out. Open them fingers wide. Turn, come back to the middle finger of the left hand. As you breathe out, drop your hips a little bit. Tighten up the muscles in the back leg. Right palm drops onto the outside of the right thigh. Left palm is pushing up at the ceiling. Come back to warrior two. Right arm behind your back. Stretch over the left knee. Bend at the elbow. Place the lower arm just above the knee. As you exhale, you start to twist. Use the support of the arm on the knee to guide you as far around as you can. And then release the hand from behind your back and bring that right arm to 45 degrees. Breathe. Lifting the elbow off the knee, placing the palm on the outside of the left calf, and then guiding the left fingers towards the mat. Bring the hand back. Turn your head, look at your left foot. Straighten out the leg. Toes, heels come in till the feet are hip width apart. Lifting the shoulders, rolling them back. Finishing off with the mountain posture, Tadasana. Lift the toes off the mat and then gently place them back down onto the mat. Breath in and out.